To a funny channel. Let's just Duck Films.
Wow, kumarang test mo ng Blackpink.
Hoy, makikita natin ang Blackpink. This is our show.
This is so silly.
Start by cutting a wood stick in two. Place them on a tree trunk with the flat side facing inward. Then secure them with 4 large rubber bands. Now, spread the wooden sticks apart using your foot to help you, and use a smaller one to lock the trap in place, ready for use. Finally, hang a couple of bananas as bait, making sure not to trip. Start by cutting a... If you go to sleep and suddenly feel like you're falling, there's actually a scientific reason for that weird sensation. This is called not pushing your meat before bed, which messes up your body's routine. You see, your body's so used to the daily ritual that when you skip it, your brain straight up punishes you by making you feel like you're getting thrown off a skyscraper to... McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers every single day, and since each burger patty weighs less than a quarter pound, one cow can produce nearly 3,000 burgers from its meat. That means McDonald's uses approximately 2,000 cows every day just to keep up with global demand for their burgers. But if we take an average U.S. fat mom, she can eat the entire lunchroom, half of McDonald's tables, 2 chairs, and a clown in just one sitting. So to prevent global starvation, you need to use a zombie. Would a grenade explode if crushed by a hydraulic press? You see, when you pull the pin on a hand grenade, it releases a safety lever that allows the striker to hit the primer,
Films is so silly, guys.
as the fuse burns down and makes it explode. But if you crush it with a hydraulic press, this system won't work because the grenade would just slip. With a grenade, an American soldier hid inside a fake plastic sheet alongside with his M4 machine gun during the war in Afghanistan. He did this to kill a Taliban leader. And when the day... An American soldier hid inside a fake plastic sheet alongside with his M4 machine gun during the war in Afghanistan. He did this to kill a Taliban leader. And when the day came and the unit approached the area, he prepared to take the shot. An American broke the train control joystick by falling asleep. He didn't have time to wait for... He broke the train control joystick by falling asleep. He didn't have time to wait for Spidey to save him. So without hesitation, he jumped on the dashboard by using his own joystick. This almost stopped the train. He cut open the whale, hoping to find the hidden treasure. You see, Norwegian fishermen used special harpoons to capture whales without killing them. No, please. In 1734, a fisherman named Mike Oxsmall caught a strange whale because he found a... He cut open the whale, hoping to find the hidden treasure. You see, Norwegian fishermen used special harpoons to capture whales without killing them. No, please. In 1734, a fisherman named Mike Oxsmall caught a strange whale because he found a little boy. Start by grabbing both sides of the shoelaces with 3 fingers. On the left side, start by grabbing both sides of the shoelaces with 3 fingers. On the left side, you go down and over the top. Then, with your right hand, you go over the top and under. Now, grab the opposite end of the loops and pull through. In a quick second, you tied your shoes. But there is even a faster way. Before this process, simply step on a German bouncing Betty. Start by placing a tire to an
What
old
if it is
diesel
a German
engine. Then
bouncing
one guy
Betty?
grabs the rope that is wrapped around the starter and runs. Once the engine is started, another guy gently hits it with a stick. The tire will run away at very high speed. Finally, the last guy would put a ladder in front of him to hit the tire and make it fly, trying to hit a tower behind it. This Indian game is called Samaya Matsikaba Curry Mohammed. They start by slam the money down and ask. They start by placing a tire to an old diesel engine. Then one guy grabs the rope tire to make it fly, trying to hit a tower behind him. This Indian game is called Samayaman Pizza Kebab. in Mohammed. They start by placing slam the money down and ask, "Change these, you dumb used dishwasher?" Fortunately, the poor old lady was almost deaf. They start.
This game is bizarre because it uses your voice. Let me explain it better. You control a girl who is going to take care of a zoo, but for some reason, she has to make the sounds of all the animals. When you go to the corner, there's a little book, and by clicking on it, you can adopt an animal. There are several of them that I'll show you. The first one is a duck. You can name it and give it your own voice. There are many other animals you can adopt.
Two people place their fingers on the triangle and let themselves be guided. In the center of it lies a glass lens that makes the letters on the Ouija board visible. You see, participants generally start with simple questions. The triangle moves according to the answers given by the spirit, but you don't always meet good spirits. Using the board is not recommended. If you ask, Charlie, are you here? Make sure you Some martial masters intentionally hit a metal stick every day. Some martial masters intentionally hit a metal stick every day for years, trying to make their leg tough and strong. You see, the hit impact causes small fractures in the bone, which healed with additional layers of calcium, making the bones harder, and over time, the leg becomes more muscular and stronger. But when you arrive in London and ask gentlemen for the time, this will certainly not. Police arrested him because he was bald and blinded almost all pilots in the sky. You see, he shaved and polished his bald head to make it super smooth, but had a problem because he started balding at a young age and his head grew pointed. So every time he went out of his house, his head was working as a giant mirror. Then one day he found the solution and put on a transparent, ultra-thin latex to prevent the sun deflection. But as went out of the house, he found himself during the American Revolution and fired. Police arrested him because he was... Do you know how Hollywood camera lenses don't get wet under... Always start from the center. This column gives you more options. If you always start from the center, this column gives you more options to win. If your opponent starts there too, simply add another coin. Again, focusing on the center column gives you horizontally, diagonally, and even vertical winning combinations. But if your opponent put another fucking coin, come down and use a metal storm. If you attach a silencer to a knife, it will most likely If you attach a silencer to a knife, it will most likely make it impossible for the enemy to detect or feel a stab. This is because the silencer has an automatic detection system that activates when the blade pierces a surface, and it also comes with a scope for long-range stabbings, even with a bipod for stable stabbings. If you attach a silencer, they would intentionally put a small bomb inside a chocolate bar and in an attempt to assassinate Churchill during World War II. And the spy successfully smuggled it into the party and placed it next to his seat. But they didn't realize it was a charity event for children with different syndromes. And as the boy approached Churchill, he passed him the chocolate bar as a gift, curing him instantly. They would intentionally start by adding a knob of butter to a cold pan. If you start by adding a knob of butter to a cold pan, then crack and add 4 eggs. Turn the heat up to medium, and when the butter has completely melted, start stirring gently, but don't add salt or pepper yet. Now, take the pan off the heat and don't stop mixing. Back on heat, off the heat. Back on heat, stir the off, heat the on. Add the salt, fire the heat. Start by adding it. If you use colored toilet paper, be very careful. Many people don't know that colored or scented paper is dangerous for the human body. You see, using strawberry-scented toilet paper, it could irritate and redden your body. Within just 1 week, your intestines are supposed to start producing a strange whipped cream tasting with strawberries, allowing you to become the McFlurry machine attracting albino and chocolate children. If you use...
Wait, what?
If two people place their fingers on the Have you ever won? Police arrest you know how Hollywood camera lenses don't... Have you ever wondered how they place each pill in the designated bottle, paying attention to its color and shape? You see, I tried by how many hamsters running in wheels. If a cow eats coffee beans, can it make the cappuccino? You see, if a cow eats coffee beans, can it make the cappuccino? You see, a cappuccino consists of coffee, milk, foam, and a small sprinkle of cacao powder. This gives it a nice look. But if you want a next level cappuccino, you need to let the cow take her time. After that, it will be ready to drink, but never use a strong gun. He connected a flash drive into his skull, trying to increase his memory capacity. You see, he was a space scientist obsessed with what was hidden inside Area 51. So one night, he snuck into the area, disabling the alarm and disarming the guards, stealing the classified data from the servers, and decided to upload it straight into his own brain. But as he plugged the flash drive inside, he was shocked. Soldiers used to tape fake explosives to chickens during World War II. You see, soldiers used to tape fake explosives to chickens during World War II. You see, chickens were trained to attack and scare enemy soldiers, making them easy targets for the snipers. But this practice did not last long because enemies realized that the explosives were actually fake and simply started to ignore them. This was part of the U.S. plan. So they started using real explosives instead, and oh my God, Speed, that's not If your neighbor is making too much, he bought a new Zlipper Pharaoh trying to hack his glaze station and get free game. He bought a new Zlipper Pharaoh trying to hack his glaze station and get free games. Then he used the local network to connect through an external Wi-Fi module. The moment he connected to a new device, an Airbus A3.
Oh my God, bro!
Always shoot diagonally and search for ships in a checkerboard pattern. This can almost guarantee a win in Battleship. Always shoot diagonally and search for ships in a checkerboard pattern. This can almost guarantee a win in Battleship. But if your opponent starts copying the same tactic after your opening moves, change the pattern and target the corners, where ships are often hiding. However, if the game still doesn't go your way, use a Dutch harpoon cannon. He bites his teammate's butt during the jump, because in double